Hello everyone. All right, guess what? New decks are here. I'm so excited. I love it. This one's the Phantom Wise, if you're interested, all black and white. I like it so far. So we're gonna break these decks in today. So I start off by asking what guidance you need on your particular situation. Keep in mind, there's many people watching at times, and this is a timeless video, so whether you find it now or 5 years from now, your situations are all going to be different. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. I have a few cards of guidance from your guides that I will add on to. So let's get started. I only pulled 4 cards this time. So what guidance do you need for your current situation? We ended up with the 3 of Swords, the Empress, the 6 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, seems like, oh no, it looks like scary cards in between, but it's not what you think. It's not what you think at all. I'm getting a whole situation here. Perfect. So here's your guidance. This is going to speak to how you feel as well. So the 3 of Swords is you worrying. You're worrying because you can feel a connection with someone. Whoever this person is a connection that you've met recently. I really feel like this is a very important, people say high-level spiritual connection and all that. It's strong. If this is some type of soul connection, you're feeling it. I wasn't sure I believed in this stuff anymore until I actually had my own, and then I'm like, okay, it does exist. But it's rare, and when it's rare, it's beautiful, and I don't think it happens for everyone. But I do think that we meet kindred spirits all the time, that people that we've had past lives with, or soul connections of different types. But when you meet that high soul level connection, that I think is rare. That I think is almost ordained by the God, universe, whatever it is you believe, Gaia, however you connect, spiritually, that's like a high connection, like something the world, not the world, but the universe has set this up. You've come together with this person, and you may not actively be with this person, which is what I'm seeing here. So this is a very strong connection with someone, and it just depends on how you feel about it. It's not going to be a soul connection for everybody, sure. But you feel it. You feel like you've connected with this person, mind, body, and soul. And the 3 swords represent that. And I know swords are thoughts and communications, but we know what everything means, but intuitively, I'm getting something entirely different. Mind, body, and soul, you are connected here. And it's all, you feel it in your heart space. I think you feel it in your gut too. Your intuition is telling you this person is really important. It's almost like magnetic. And you're feeling this 3 of Swords, it's so strong though that it's really pulling you through this emotional roller coaster that you don't want to go on, but ta-da, you're on it. So sorry guys if you're going through this. I understand completely. It can be very emotional to go through this, especially when you meet someone as important as that. Let me adjust the camera. Sorry. And take a sip of water. Okay. So this is how you're feeling. You feel very connected. It's a strong connection. But here's the advice. So first I want to confirm your feelings. So the confirmation of the 3 of Swords, yes, this is very emotional for you. And you're feeling like questioning yourself. You're feeling doubt. You're like, I'm not sure about this. I'm crazy. This is wild. I mean, it's like a paradox. It doesn't seem like it could possibly be true, but yet there's a little bit of truth in there. There's a lot more truth underneath the surface, but it's not showing right now because this is the way that the universe does things, guides and angels. It's all timing, and patience is hard to cope with sometimes. Like, you don't want to be patient. You're like, oh no, I found this person. I want them now. I want to be with them now. I want to explore this now. Well, now is not an option, guys. I'm sorry. Definitely not. So the 3 of Swords, you're feeling like, oh, I can feel this connection so strong. It's it keeps sticking with you, like it's meant to be. But at the same time, you feel like, no, it's over. It's not going to happen. Well, guess what? It will, but timing. Timing is fickle. Timing is a pain in my ass. The Three of Swords, you feel the connection, but it's not over. So the guidance here is hang on, hang on for the ride. Just enjoy the roller coaster ride because it's not going away anytime soon. But what the guidance is here, the cards are telling you, what I get from it is that like they want you to be in the Empress vibe. You need to get to the Empress. You may be feeling like any one of the kings or queens right now, but they want you to get to the Empress. When you become an Empress, you are well balanced of all the queens. Same goes with the Emperor. Now, and this is like a divine feminine thing, but this can be for men. It's fine. Because the Empress represents everything that is loving, that is, creation, innovation, and artistic. It's all about growing, growing and learning. I mean, this is where she's growing the pregnancy. Like she's loving and nurturing and birthing something new. So it's very transformative in a way. And the idea is when these things happen and you have these connections, it's not just like you connect and that's it. You connect and it's like a catalyst for you. So the catalyst is you take this connection and you just go with the flow and you grow. And you grow into that Empress vibe. That's what you want. You want that energy of that Empress because look at her. She's calm. She's sitting there. She's having to be patient before she can give birth. And so what is happening is this situation is in her belly right now. Let's not look at it as a baby. We'll look at it as, hey, something new is coming, but it's taking time. If you want to do timing, I mean, she looks pretty pregnant here, so I can't say it's going to take 9 months. I don't know. It could take up to 9 months, but these things, like I said, timing is so hard to get down that I wouldn't be able to tell you, but like she's got these beautiful roses blooming around her but she's sitting there calm, her eyes are closed. She's in a meditative state. She is peaceful. She is resting. This is what you need to be doing because it's going to help you. It's going to definitely help you. So that guidance is be that Empress. Try to get into that energy of the Empress. Even if you need to meditate with the card of the Empress or just with the thought in mind, like I want to be the Empress here. I want to be strong and silent, and I want to be at peace in my mindfulness. I want to be meditative. I just want to be patient and allow the universe to open the doors that are meant to open so that, this connection can grow and come together and be reunited. Because I feel like even if you've met somebody, this connection, whatever it is, I think some of you still have contact. Some of you don't have contact. Some of you are separated physically and some of you aren't. So you guys are in different phases. Just know that. And it does happen in weird phases like this, and sometimes you don't have to go through all the hard stuff. It just depends on where both of you are in the connection. When it's the right time, it's the right time. And you're like, well, why did they do this? Why did they bring us together so damn early if we're not going to be together? So people come into your life for different reasons. And it depends on this connection. If this is a strong romantic type of connection, it could go that way. But real love takes time to grow. And you can't just, this is not one of those, love at first sight kind of things. It doesn't work that way. I will say it's like the soul recognized them right away. So it's like souls at first sight. You recognized each other maybe. It might take one of you faster than the other one. The other one might be slow. This person may not have a clue yet, but it depends on where you both are. If you're both kind of awakened in that way, then you will spiritually have an idea of each other. But sometimes it takes a while for people to work through the confusion. So that being said, try to get to that Empress energy. Try to find a way to be in that spot. And the Empress has no cares right now. She knows that it won't be good if this baby is born too early, right? So if things happen too quickly or too fast, you don't want it to blow up. Because just because it's a soul connection doesn't mean that things can't have problems. And that would just delay everything. So you don't want to push it. So have patience with that. That's the guidance, is to have patience, flow with it, allow things to unfold naturally, organically, and grow. Just like a flower, like the roses blooming. So That's your guidance on that card. Now, the Six of Cups, this is what tells me it's a soul connection, because Six of Cups has that nostalgia, but it has that inkling of having a past with somebody. And for some of you, this could be somebody that you might have grown up with, the boy or girl next door, whatever it is. It's gender fluid, I always say. But whoever it is, it might be that person you never thought of, like that best friend or that person next door, or, you're like, no, not that person. And then you run into them later and you're like, whoa. And you have that connection. Some people just always have a connection. So that Six of Cups is there. And it's just telling you, like, hey, look at the rabbit tapping him on the knee. I like it. He's like trying to get his attention. So that's kind of letting you know, hey, this is a very strong soul connection. And this can be considered a soulmate card. There are cards that are twin flame soulmate, blah, blah, blah. It may not ring true for you, and that's okay. That's all depending on your beliefs. That's why I consider it soul connection, because I don't want to label it not knowing what it is, because different soul connections lead to different things, and they're not always romantic either. This could be someone you end up working with that really helps your creativity in your job. This is somebody that will help you grow into, the powerful CEO you're meant to be. Or they can be like your best friend, or they can be a family member that's got your back, that, person that you're always tight with. But it can be romantic too. They can come in and be different things. So please be aware of that. But that Six of Cups tells me that it's a strong connection. And this is basically your confirmation. This is a strong connection. There is a reason you feel this way. So your guidance is to trust in that and to let it happen. Like, yes, this is a connection. Don't give up. That's why the rabbit's like trying to get your attention. Like, hey, this is more important than any other thing. People have all kinds of connections, but when it's a strong connection that is basically given to you by God or the universe, or, it is arranged in some way, per your beliefs, then and you've known this, and it's just, this is your confirmation to know this, and the guidance is to trust in it. So we're getting to this point where, get to that Empress energy and learn to trust that this is real, that this is happening. Trust in it. Have faith that things will work out eventually, somewhere, one way or the other. Just try to remain open to it. And once you know that this is there, it's easier to detach and have fun. This guy's like, he's having coffee with rabbits. I don't know. So, just, now. So detach from it if you can. Like, it doesn't mean you're letting it go or giving up on it. You don't give up. Just know that it's there in the background doing its thing. It's kind of like you're running a computer program in the background, and you know how long it takes to like do a scan, like to clean up and do whatever. So I don't know if this is the greatest analogy, but just know that you have to trust that it'll get done when it gets done. And you're just like, oh, I'll leave it and I'll go do other things. So do that. Leave it alone. Let it unfold. It doesn't mean you can't have contact with the person or anything. If they are in your life in any way, sure, yeah. Just be a loving, supportive person to this whoever this is, this connection. Love it, support it, be there for it, But, don't try to push it. Don't try to control it. That's all it's saying. And then the Ten of Swords, this seems scary because it's in our back, but things will be over soon, but not over the way you think they are. This is just saying that this whole roller coaster, when I was saying that I didn't know, you know it and you feel it, just when you think you want to give up, don't, because this is kind of a cycle that you may have to go through. You or them or both, in which it takes time for you guys to realize to grow to where they need you to be. But once you hit that spot where like, okay, they're ready, your guides will, or God or angel, whoever, will be like, they're ready. Let's bring them, let's reunite them, bring them back together. And then they'll both be ready for each other. Once they get you ready, then you are primed to, to reunite and to make that connection last, because you can still have problems in these big connections. If you aren't ready as a person, as a human being, you might think you're ready, but you got to deal with all the things from your past, whether you've had traumas and like in childhood or with relationships. You've got to learn to deal with those better. Otherwise, you're not going to treat this person the way they deserve. and vice versa. So you trust me, you want to be ready and you want them to be ready. So the Ten of Swords tells me that this whole thing with you, giving you anxiety or whatever, it's going to be over soon. And the cycle will end. And when the cycle ends, that means something new will happen. That's when the roses are blooming. So when I said maybe 9 months or so, could it take 9 months? Possibly. When I say it's going to be over soon, again, time is fickle, so I don't know when soon is. So don't shoot me. Let's not talk about, don't blame the messenger here. I can't help it. These things do take time, I've had things in my own life take quite a bit of time. But time seems to speed up. Time moves faster when you're not worrying about it. So keep that in mind. That Six of Cups reminds you that it's still going on, but in the background, just let it flow and do what you got to do. Focus on you. Focus on friends, family, having fun. Pick some goals. Find some hobbies. Do whatever. So this is the thing that you need to do. This is the guidance. So do that. And the Ten of Swords, just know the guidance is it will end, but as long as you're focused on it and worried about it, this is for me as much as it is for you all. We've got to stop worrying about it. It's hard to do when you have anxiety and things like that. But we are the ones that cause the block. We are the ones that delay it. So we have to learn not to. We have got to learn to let it flow. We're building the dam to the thing we want most. So let's stop being beavers here. Okay? And we will figure out how to let it flow. And once it does, that time will go faster. And before you know it, boom, maybe something out of the blue happens and things go really well. So let's look at your oracle, or I say oracle, sorry, channel messages. I didn't pull oracle for this one because I wanted to see what your guides were thinking. And so the guidance from your guides is ideas are flowing. I'm going to put that over the Empress because she has ideas. Keep a list, start a new project, create art. And this is telling you that it's just focus on doing other things right now because it's timing. I mean, you can't force a baby to be born, any earlier. And if it is born earlier, that can be complications. So when you think about it, it's going to take some time. So focus on other things. Start something new if you need to. I think this is the best thing to do. And let's see, creating art. There's all kinds of things to do. I mean, you know what you like to do. Listen to music. Just do something high vibrational. Dance and listen to music and do stuff. If you like to talk to your friends and you like to just socialize and joke around and laugh, sometimes laughter is the best medicine, It helps you. And it will help you cope. And speaking of that, we have seek an ear. A family member, a friend, a professional. If you need to go in and deal with some of these issues that you have, you're oh, I didn't realize maybe I do have issues. Especially if you're worried that this isn't going to happen and stuff like that. You can seek a professional ear. I am not a professional. So, if you do feel like you have any kind of issues that need to be worked out, and it can't be just by talking to friend or family member or something like that. If you have problems with friendships, relationships, family members, this might be something to seek in counseling or therapy. And you can find talk therapy and things like that. I did, and, I absolutely love her because I can talk her ear off and she gets it. And she's helped me work through some things, and I am way better off than I was a couple of years ago. So it's helped me deal with some of the past traumas I've had to deal with and everything else. It's wow, I didn't even realize I had an issue. But you'd be surprised at what comes out. And you'd be surprised at how much better you are at handling life and social situations. And when things go wrong, you handle it better. So, and if you just need to talk to somebody, if you're someone I feel like I'm doing well, that I'm well adjusted, then you can talk to a trusted friend or family member. Find that person that you can definitely confide in who won't betray your trust. And that person, tell them all about this, what's going on here, and just be I just need somebody to listen. I need somebody to support me. That's all you need. And lastly, your guides. They say, if you need us, just ask. We're here to help you on your path. So this is a path for you, a spiritual path. And if that includes reuniting with someone else on your path because it's meant to be, then this is where I suggest ask. All you have to do is ask for their help. Or you can ask them. And meditation sometimes helps for you to better communicate if you want to do that. But just ask. You might be able to see or hear them all the time, but like, hey, guides, I need your help. Help me to focus on other things. Help me to trust in this, have faith, or show me signs, whatever. Just ask. That's all you have to do. But I hope that is helpful guidance to you on your situation. And this is the situation that came out. It could be different for some of you. This situation could be about you're brokenhearted because, you thought somebody would be forever and you lost them. There is other situations that could be here, but this is the main one I'm seeing. If yours is a little bit different, that's okay. Only take what resonates. And if the guidance helps you in any way, take it. So I do hope it was helpful for everybody. Until next time.